Hey friend, so I'm giving you this video because I've heard that you have plantar fasciitis and I want to help. And so the best thing to do, first of all, is to give a little explanation of the way that the foot works. And so I'm going to use my hand to explain. The foot has an arch. It has a bony arch made up of the carpal bone, the tarsal bones in the foot. Okay, and we also have a muscular arch. And so what happens when we weren't made to wear shoes every day, all day long. If you think about prehistoric man, I should say. And so, they were barefoot most of the time. The shoes were something that were invented later. And so it's really the bony arch that is supposed to support the foot. But because we became sophisticated and wanted to have all these shoes that were supposed to support the arch, what ends up happening is really weakening the muscle arch. Okay, so then what happens is if you've got an arch in your foot, with time, it collapses because the muscular arch has gotten stretched out and weak because it's been weak by sitting on top of the arch support inside your shoe. And if you're wearing shoes that don't have a lot of an arch support, maybe they're pulling your foot in a different direction all the time, and maybe flattening, like flip-flops, the worst thing that you can wear because they don't support the arch at all, and they actually cause the foot to maneuver in such a way that it's not even a natural movement. So it causes strain on the bony arch and the muscular arch, not supporting either. Okay, so I have some recommendations for the best way to prevent plantar fasciitis and to manage it. What you need to do is strive to strengthen that muscular arch because the muscular arch is going to support the bony arch. And the plantar fascia is a fibrotic band of tissue that inserts on the base of the calcaneus, if this is the bottom of your foot, and it goes out to your toes and all the muscles that expand onto the bottom of your foot. And so what happens is as it expands, then that tethering, that pulls where the insertion of the plantar fascia is at the base of the foot. And you can have pain anywhere along the fascia and the base of the foot, but most typically it's at the calcaneus. It's right here at the heel, and it might be really exquisite when you first get up in the morning and you have been sleeping and you step down and that's just like wincing pain. And so we're trying to build your muscular arch here, okay? And so the first step is to always wear different shoes. Don't wear the same pair of shoes all the time because you want to not get your foot to be lazy, right? You want your foot to be able to maneuver in a natural way like you would if you were barefoot. And so don't wear the same shoes every day, all day long. Don't wear something with a lot of an arch support. A little cushioning is good, and basically the shoe is to prevent you from stepping on a nail or a splinter or something that would injure the foot and cut the skin. So shift your shoes. The other thing is to make sure that you're wearing shoes that have plenty of room in the toe box. And a lot of people grew up old-fashioned wise thinking that you needed to have your foot, the shoe fit like really tight. You do not want that because your toes will be smushed inside the shoe with a narrow toe box like this. You want a wide toe box that allows your feet to toes to expand. Now, women are notoriously poor of this, right? Wearing heels or fashionable shoes that keep your ear up and high, and you've got everything crammed into this tiny little toe pocket. Ridiculous. So you want to wear shoes, unless you're going on a fancy event, that allows for plenty of room for the toes to wiggle in there like they would in their natural state. And so what this means, I have a really tiny foot, it's a 5.5. My running shoes are a 7.5 because I really want my feet to be able to move as if I were barefoot. That's step one, strengthening the arch. The other is you want to loosen the Achilles tendons here. Okay, this is their leg if I'm up like this. And so you stand on the edge of stairs and let your heels hang off the back so that you're stretching the soleus and gastrocnemius muscles up in here that insert at the base of the heel, okay? Not great. If I had better accessibility, I would have someone filming. But the other thing is that you want to strengthen the arch by taking if this is the floor and this is a towel, you're going to put your foot on the towel and scrunch your toes together because what's that's doing? That's strengthening the muscular arch on the bottom of the foot. And you're going to do this while you're watching TV or distracted, so that you're not really thinking about it, but meanwhile, you're strengthening that muscular arch. The other thing is you can draw the alphabet with your feet and your ankles. Now this might sound strange, but what you want to do is go A, capital B, capital C, capital D. This is your ankle. This is your foot. E, and then you go through the whole alphabet, uppercase, and then do it again, lowercase. And what this does, tracing the alphabet, is it loosens the flexibility in your ankle ligaments and strengthens all those muscles pulling your toes into the shape of those letters. So that's another way. I think that's it. If I think of anything else, I'll let you know. For the acute pain, it's tough. One of the things a lot of people suggest doing is, rolling on a tennis ball or a golf ball, which is really uncomfortable, a golf ball. This is a lacrosse ball. I don't know where I got this from, but this is even really pretty hard. And it causes a lot of pain, but what you're doing when it's acutely inflamed is breaking up the adhesions that are attached to that place where the fascia has been pulling and irritating. And so it's going to be really sore. If you do this, it does break up the chronic adhesions, but you probably want to ice it first so that it's not so acutely painful. Certainly ibuprofen, 3 tablets a day, 3 times a day for 10 days can help kind of break the inflammation cycle. But again, you're just going to be back where you were if you don't employ these other methods to strengthen that muscular arch. I hope this has been helpful. Let me know. Feel better.